Hey there, it's Brittany, and I am back with my haul from the fall Tucson shows. I didn't really take a lot of footage at the shows. I took some, and I'll include that in the video. I wasn't feeling well, and I actually had to like kind of sit out some of the shopping. But I got back in, and I did enough damage. These are gorgeous chevron beads. Oh, and we've got some vertebrae beads.
There you go. Probably people don't even know what it is. Yeah. That is cool. Yeah, I like to figure out how to make a necklace out of it.
Trying to go slow so you can see everything.
Well, I like that string in there. I mean, the yellow? Yeah.
Here is a beautiful check glass table. A lot of these are vintage. I might be coming home with some of these actually now that I'm seeing it, because they're only $5 a strand. And they're pretty long strands. Okay, thank you.
Those are pretty. Yes, perfect.
So the first place I bought anything from was Tanessa McLean, and I featured her, and I will leave the link to that in the description. But if you haven't checked her out yet, she's a beaded gift. Etsy.com. So she's a beaded gift on Etsy, and she makes a beautiful lampwork glass items, and she's actually local to Tucson. So we're back at Tanessa's booth, and I picked up a strand this time. I can't wait to show you what I got. Look how beautiful these beads are. I'm like drooling over this red bead, and you know I don't love red. And then here's some ideas using her beautiful beads. And I'll leave her information in the description. I'm trying to go a little slower because I heard that I went too fast last time. Oh, these are really cool too. Oh, I love those. And these little earring pairs are so cute. I love these big ones. I think I showed those last time. And a really pretty necklace using one of those big beads. Oh my goodness, this one's sideways. That's so cool. Is that Patricia Hilly flower on there too? That's really pretty. These glass items. You'll see the footage if you haven't already, but this is the item I got, and it's just every time I panned through her beads trying to figure out what I wanted, my eye just like kept getting caught on this beautiful mustard yellow, so I had to get them. And I love how matte they were. There was also like a red focal, like huge focal. Obviously these are focals, but there was a larger red one that I was just staring at. But this one is, these are just gorgeous, and they're not exactly the same. So if we'll look, like this one is like more stripes, this one has a squiggle, this one has more cream on it, this one almost has like a heart right there, and then this one has some waves. So yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite things today. Beautiful artisan, and I can't wait to figure out what the heck I'm going to use with this to make it worth, you know, to make something that is worthy of these beads. So that was from Tanessa McLean at A Beaded Gift. Then the only other artisan items I bought were from Patricia Healy. I'm going to share her information. I haven't purchased from Patricia Healy before, but I loved her stuff. So today I made the plunge and bought some really cool stuff, and she just had tons and tons and tons of stuff in her booth, and I just couldn't even feature all of it, but it was gorgeous. So here's her information: patriciahealycopper.com, and then she's also on Etsy, and then she does original designs in copper beads and jewelry. I'm at Patricia Healy's booth, and everything is just so gorgeous. There's artists in copper. This is so crazily beautiful. I actually think I'm gonna get that one. And I'll show you what I ended up getting afterwards, but there's just so much cool stuff. Oh, this necklace. So much fun. These are so pretty. Oh my gosh, look at the little chihuahua. It's not quite Goldie. That is so cute. There's just so much. There's so much to choose from. So, I got a few items from her. I'm hoping if you see something you like here, you'll grab it from her website. This is a copper washer, and actually I haven't shown the video yet, but I've been playing with some copper washers. This one's different. Like this, I don't know what what it's called. I don't know if she like enamels the copper or if it's flame work or what, but it's so cool. It's pink and red and orange, and I just loved how big this was. Nice metal donut. But what I've been doing is a little bit different, and I haven't done a video on it yet, so I'll show you later on. Actually, it's a lot different. It's nothing like that. I got a button with a cactus, so I can use it as a clasp on a bracelet. So you know me, I had to get a Swaro and a button. Come on, beautiful. Then I got this awesome link. Isn't that gorgeous? It's huge. It's almost like a pendant itself, and it's hammered and just stunning. And then I got this little elephant because hello, we love elephants around here, and it looks different, right? He goes inside of a donut, and I'm actually going to go find a donut in my stash to show you what it's going to look like. And I think eventually I'm going to use these two in a project together, but we'll see. Okay, so I brought out several donuts, but here's just a turquoise one, and you just slip the bail into the donut, and then you hang it like that, and the donut hangs behind the pendant. The cool thing is I could change it out if I wanted to. I have a green one here, smaller. I'm going back to the show tomorrow. My mom and I are taking a little trip, so I might get something else. I don't know. I got an orange one. Got a different turquoise one. I actually like how this one looks a lot. Isn't that cool? And then I even got a shell one out. So it just takes on a different look depending on what you put it on. And if I wanted to, I could like secure it a little bit, or I could just have the donut moving. But I mean, he's a little elephant with his trunk up. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? Cutest thing I've ever seen. So I'm super excited about that. And that was from Patricia Healy. Those were the only things I purchased at the casino. But like I said, I'm going back tomorrow, so who knows. And then we went to Jogs. And Jogs is at the, I don't know if it's a convention center, but there was one seller there that I definitely wanted to hit up. And I was so excited that I got to see them. Because I got some stuff from them in the winter shows this year, and I just was sad that I didn't get more because they sell some of their stuff in the bead stores around me for double the price. And I was like, no, I'm going to wait till I go back to Tucson. So we have, and this is their information. And the first thing, well, this actually wasn't the first thing. This is like one of the last things I picked up. It's a little hamsa, and it's small, and it's shell, mother of pearl, surrounded, and I think this is base metal, but it's so pretty, and I think that'll actually go on a bracelet in the future. Maybe with that beautiful, huge, chunky moonstone I got from Tracy. The first thing I picked up when I got there was this Evil Eye. And then it never got set back down because it's just so cool. Love this. And I just love that they're so detailed around, like it's just a piece of art itself. This could go on a chain and that's it. I actually think maybe I'll do like a crystal chain or something, like not chain, but like a beaded crystal rope or just necklace, and have this be the focal instead of doing like a lot like I usually do. I don't know. The person who was running the booth kept like, she'd grab pendants and put it on a piece of chain and then just put it on. I'm like, oh, well, now I need that pendant. Oh, I want that pendant. I didn't buy any of the ones she was wearing, but I actually saw one at the end. And I was like, oh, I kind of want that. So when I go back tomorrow, I might get it. But this is just super cool. This one I kind of saw at the last minute and was super excited about. It's got turquoise in the middle. I don't know what stone that actually is. And then it's a hamsa, and it's just so beautiful. I actually might make a mold out of that so I can use it as a texture in polymer clay. And then look, there's a little heart there that I didn't even see. Oh, and there's a heart up here and a beautiful lotus. Oh, and I'm definitely doing a mold out of that. Aren't these beautiful? Like, just, I know they're probably mass produced, but they make me so happy. Like, I don't even need to wear this for it to make me happy, but I will wear it at some point. And then I see this all the time in one of the bead stores here, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go down to Tucson and get it, because I think it's like $30 or $40 in the bead stores up here, and it was $15 there. So look at that. That's cool. I could make a mold out of that too. And the back of that. These are all great. I'm making molds out of everything. And it doesn't have to just be a mold. It could be just like, you don't have to like make a piece that just looks like this. I'm going to use it as a texture. The second thing I picked up after that was this Turquoise Heart, and I actually don't know what stone this is. And now that I'm looking at this is not the price she told me. She told me it was $30. So you just kind of got to watch, because now I'm upset. And if I go tomorrow, I might say something to her. But yeah, this one got picked up immediately because first of all, it's turquoise. Second of all, it's a heart. And then look how beautiful the back is. And it's totally different than the back on this. So beautiful. I love it, love it, love it. And then this one is the third thing I picked up. Look, it's got a mermaid on the back. Isn't that cool? And it's Labradorite. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? A beautiful Labradorite heart. So, love that. And then I got this guy. Actually, I don't remember. I thought maybe I bought it at the last show, but I couldn't remember, and I really wanted it this time. It's so gorgeous. So beautiful. And then I got this little Swaro Cactus. Well, this is the back, but isn't that cool? And then the front is bone with a turquoise cap. So that was my favorite one. I'm really not happy that I didn't catch that because she told me several times, this one's 30, this one's 35. And that kind of annoys me. Even though it's really gorgeous, and I probably would have paid that, but if you're telling me one price and then charging me another, like that just doesn't leave a good taste in my mouth. So yeah, I probably will go back and talk to her about that tomorrow. Okay, so that was the one that I really, really wanted from Jogs. And then we actually saw, I was like done after that, and then obviously I wasn't done because I got more beads. But this guy, this is what caught me at my eye at his table, was this beautiful lapis. And they're kind of like fishes, but if you turn them that way, they're kind of like tulips. And you know, I like both. So, and look, it's like, it's not really graduated. They just have different sizes. And everybody, after I picked it up and got one, Julie got one and Cindy got one too. So, yeah, I think Julie got the exact same beads I got at that kiosk. And then we got these. Julie actually saw these first and we couldn't figure out what they were. And he just said they're like dyed man-made beads, but they're just so cool. And you know, I love finding things that you don't really see everywhere, hence like getting something like this. So that was so much fun. And then last but not least, I got these are Roman glass. So these are old, and they've found all of this Roman glass and just didn't know what to do with it, and now they make beads and gifts and things out of it. And yeah, these are Hishi. I didn't have the Hishis, and I really, really wanted a strand, so I got those those today. And then when I was finished, I wasn't finished. I saw, I got these actually Julie got these for me at a different one because I saw her get them and I really liked them. And they had them in silver, they had them in gold, but they had this like nice bronzy color. And they're matte. They might be hematite, but I just really liked them. I think they're really fun. Like you can use them like this, or we can use them as spacers. Pretty long strand. It was $5. Then the last one I went to, the thing I saw that caught my eye at this place was these beads. And they're just impression Jasper, but they're huge. And she's like, when I was like asking her, or looking at the price tag, she's like, oh, those are half off. If they have an R on the price tag, they're half off. I was like, oh, okay. And I looked at the price tag, and these were like showing as $14. So this strand, this huge honking strand with purple and blue and turquoise, was $7. So I got these. They're gorgeous. They're statement for sure. They're so beautiful. They look like the ocean. I love them. Or space. And then I just kept going in that booth because, first of all, she was a wonderful sales lady. She just wasn't pushy. She was sweet, very knowledgeable, kept telling me things about the stones. Like, yeah, I knew a lot about the stones I was picking up, but she was just like, oh yeah, that's this, and this is how it's made. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know some of that. So this is either dogtooth or also called chevron amethyst. And she explained how it forms, but I can't even remember. She was so good at like explaining and just making a good conversation. I don't like the ones who are pushy, like, oh yeah, buy that, I'll give you a deal. Like, that's great. I'm going to buy the beads or I'm not going to buy the beads. The other thing that really deters me from buying beads at bead shows is when they don't mark things, and I have to ask. I want time to see how much the price is, think about it, and if I want to part with my money or not. I don't want to ask you every time I see a strand, and I don't want you to try and pressure me into buying it at that price. I want to think about it. I want to be able to walk away and think about it. And thankfully, everything at her booth was marked. These were marked 18, but they were half off, so they were 9. And they're huge, and they're beautifully faceted. And I hadn't seen anything like this before, so I think I'll probably get a necklace and a bracelet out of that. I got some Labradorite from her. They're not really super flashy, but they were $9, and they're different shapes, and that's really what I was looking for, and they're kind of graduated. And actually, now that I'm getting under light, there's a lot of rainbow going on here, so I am not mad about it. Like this one doesn't have any flash at all, except for maybe like a little tiny bit, but like these two are hugely flashy. So I have those beautiful ones from Anne Marie that I might pair with these. Then I got some red jasper. These were $2.50 a piece in cubes, because it's hard to find like good cube beads, and red jasper is one of my favorites. I don't know why. it's just a plain like orangey red, but I love red jasper so much, especially when it's like really well done like this and a lot of the orangey red. And then I also got these $5 Heishi beads. They're square and they're Dalmatian Jasper. I hadn't seen anything like that, so I thought that was really, really cool. And I really wanted some Dalmatian Jasper. This was not what I was thinking when I went looking for Dalmatian Jasper, but you never know what you're going to find. Then at the same booth, right when I'm checking out, I saw that they had these rhinestone beads. And I couldn't believe the price. And I was like, are you sure these are half off? I think maybe this strand was originally $8 and then it was half off, which is ridiculous because these beads are always so expensive. Now, I will say these are lower grade than you're going to see on the strands that are 30 or 40 or 50 bucks. But who cares? They're really, like, the stone is lower grade, not the rhinestones. And nobody's going to be looking at that closely at my beads. And I kind of like that they would go, even though they are blingy, they would go with more rustic beads. So I got one strand of this size, one strand of the larger size, which this strand would have been $1 bajillion anywhere else. It was $6 with her after the 50% off. These are huge and they're gorgeous. So gorgeous. Yeah, this was originally 12 bucks and then she took $6 off. Then I got, I think, 2 strands of this size in this color. Can you believe they had these? I think these were originally 8, so I might have got them for 4 each. And then I got a hank of these because these were, I think, $2 a strand. And now I don't know that I'll actually sell them in my beach group because I love them and I want to use them on everything. And I might just make a whole necklace out of them because they were such a good price. But maybe they'll make their way into some kits. Maybe they'll make the strands and their way into the beach group. Who knows? And then I got a hank of these because hello. Look how fantastic that is. And I can use these, like, just for the price. I can use these as spacers. They're so amazing. And that's just not possible buying these anywhere else. Actually, when I go back tomorrow, it's going to be really hard for me not to buy these again. These look great with the red jasper, by the way. So I think that was everything. That was quite a bit, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm excited. My favorite things were, gosh, everything was my favorite, really. I think the Patricia Healy and the Tanessa McLean stuff were my absolute favorites, these two. But I really like this as a close third. So, all right, so I went back and got some more things from that one where they charged me $5 too much, and I shoved them, and they were so welcoming, and they just agreed to take the $5 off of something else. But you gotta watch sometimes because they mislabeled something else because sometimes they don't have prices on everything, and they were gonna charge me $10 for something else that was 8 or 7 or something like that. So you just gotta watch, and it's not that they're trying to scam you, it's just that they are doing this stuff all day long. So I got this one, which is so super cute. I love it, love it, love it. I saw that the day before, but then I, at that point, was kind of overwhelmed, and I was like, oh, I'll just kind of pass it up. Then I got these. One was 8, which I think the little moon or little face was 8. This is going to probably go on a bracelet. So cute. You know I love faces. And then this little medallion. It's 2-sided. Love that. I'll probably make a mold of that too. And then this is the one that I saw the price said 8, and then they had put 10 on it. But then I went back and then there were 2 different prices. So one was 8 and one was 7. But anyway, it's super cute. It's got a little bit of turquoise in it. It's probably either resin or magnesite or something. And then a cute little hand. So little hamsa. Love that. I also went back to the casino because there was a strand of beads that Julie was really upset that she didn't get. So I went and picked those up for her, which are these. They're Fiori African glass beads. Aren't those fun? Large. These are mostly rectangles. This one's a cylinder though. but most of them are rectangles. The guy was so sweet. It was a guy who also sells the same stuff from the bead chest, and I think they're just like affiliates. Like he buys from the bead chest to go to shows and stuff. So then we have this strand, which is just some fun African glass, and I loved, Halloween's coming up, and I hadn't seen like a whole strand of these before, so they're like 6.0, maybe a little bit bigger than 6.0 seed beads. So those are fun. And then I got these from him, and I love them. They're enormous. They are Batik bone beads, and these are pretty expensive everywhere. He came down to $25 for them, which I thought was a steal because they're, first of all, huge. Like, look at that thing. And I've seen them for way more online, and I thought it was a good deal. They also had some that had stripes instead of these triangles, but while I wanted both, I wasn't prepared to spend that much money on beads a second time, like the day after I just spent a bunch of money on the other stuff. And then I saw these at another seller, and they had them labeled as yellow turquoise, and a lot of people don't know that's serpentine. So I knew it was serpentine when I saw it because I have some that are like this really good green from Al's, and I thought these would go really well with those. So there's a crack in this one. That's okay. Then back to jogs. I got some things from a seller that I had passed up the first day, although Julie and Cindy had gotten some stuff from them. Got 2 strands. So one is like a matte copper and one is a gold of some spacers. And they actually have kind of big holes, which is good. Those are always good. These are $2, so can't pass those up. And then I got these, which I wish I would have looked a little bit closer, but everybody was like closing up, and I had to try and get back to this seller before they closed up for the show. Like, it was the end of the show. Because I looked at these are our sheriff stars, which for $6, that's crazy good price. But I did notice that the coating, the plating's already coming off on several of these beads. So I don't think I'd buy them again. However, I can use those in a project that is a little more beat up than my typical like blingy pieces. So still, even if I took out that little section right there, I think that's a good price. But I mean, I'm not going to expect these to stay bright gold if that's the case. Anyway, I can paint these. I can do something with them. Not mad at it. That's a lot of spacer beads. So, and then from that seller, I also got some yellow crystals. Got them in bright yellow. This is like a big bird yellow. These are round faceted, and then I got some cubes, and these were $2 each. So not the same yellow, but both really good yellows. So, oh my goodness, I'm so excited about everything I got while I was in Tucson. I don't know what to do first, honestly. But we'll see some things soon. I really do want to make a bracelet with this, and maybe a necklace with this guy. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Let me know what your favorite was. I hope you have a good day. Stay tuned for Goldie. Bye-bye. Are you listening to the rain? Why are you so jumpy, bud? It's because of the rain. You don't know what that noise is, huh? I just want to boop your nose. You boop it. Boop. Yeah, that's my baby girl. Say hi. Hello. You're such a pretty girl. Such a Disney princess. Yeah. A stinky one.